Let's jump right in. Why recruiters are not calling you? Three main reasons. First, you're not present on social media, specifically on LinkedIn. Most robust job site for applications in the world. Number two, your application is going straight to the garbage. Number three, you're not tailoring your resume to the job posting. So let's dive a little deeper in each one of those. First of all, LinkedIn. You are a professional, regardless if you are fresh from college or you are an executive, you need to be on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the site that I use and vast majority of recruiters use in order to find people. You need to be there. That's imperative. If you are in the job market, you need to be found. That's the name of the game nowadays. So that's number one. Number two, your job application is going straight to the garbage. Why is going straight to the garbage? There is something called ATS. I'm feeling that I'm beating the dead horse here, but for those who are arriving here just now, or you don't know those terms, ATS stands for Applicant Tracking System. And what is that? It is a software that houses all the applications for resumes. Let me give you the perfect example. So when the company actually posts a position on any job site, there is a software behind the scenes that receives your application. On top of that, recruiters will put filter questions in there to grab all the resumes that is relevant for the job. And why is that? Because we receive hundreds of applications per job. It is not feasible at all to print all the applications and go through every single resume. So we put filtering questions in there in order to literally weed the bad ones, right? Is literally avoiding for me to see a resume from a plumber applying for an engineering job. Okay. So that saves my time. So that's the main reason companies use those software. Okay. So going straight to the garbage, meaning that you applying for those jobs and you are not qualified, or you don't put the right words, or you don't answer the right questions on the future questions to pass the system. So it's going straight to the garbage. Okay. So the other thing is now with the algorithm and artificial intelligence, those ATSs are getting very sophisticated, meaning there is more, there is more there are more filter questions in there for you to not to pass the system. And why? Because I need the 10 most, 15 most qualified to that role. So there's more filter questions. As you applying for jobs, you're going to see that there are more filter questions in there, making it a little bit more challenging to pass the system. Okay, that's the main reason. And then if you don't answer those things properly, or you're not really qualified for the position, as I said, the system takes it straight to the garbage. Okay. And then very soon you're going to receive a message. I want to say average 48 hours later. And then we put those times in there as a rejection email saying, I'm sorry, you're very qualified, or your resume is very impressive, but at this time we are pursuing other candidates, okay, or whatever the message is, okay? It varies. So that's what I mean going straight to the garbage, okay? Number three, you are not tailoring your resume to the posting. This is absolutely imperative that you do. With now artificial intelligence and all the algorithm going behind the scenes, it is very important that we do a tailoring. What is a tailoring? It is literally getting your expertise in certain words that matches whatever the job announcement is saying. Okay. When I say tailoring, it is literally mirroring. As much as artificial intelligence, it is intelligent. Nowadays, at least some ATSs that I know they're the most robust out there, like LinkedIn, it is literally matching the words. There is no interpretation of the wording. And then let me give you the perfect example. If you are a project manager, it is very common in the US to abbreviate that as a PM. I am a PM. I am a project manager. And suddenly, not suddenly, the posting spells out project manager. And then in your resume, it seems that you put abbreviation, you put PM. So when there is this cross-check of wording between your application and the software, program manager does not match PM or vice versa. And there is a chance that the system will reject your resume. Okay, so when I say tailoring literally with the wording that the job posting is saying. Okay, so one big tip for you, and this is from a secret from a recruiter and a person that build job profiles and job descriptions for a very, very long time. So a good tip for you is the very first 5 or 6 or 7 bullet points. I want to say 5. The very first 5 bullet points on the requirements of the job are the most important ones, okay? We wouldn't put a mandatory requirement as the 10th bullet. Doesn't happen like that. So that's a little tip for you. So when you're tailoring your resume, you make sure that those 5 top, whatever description is in there, it is inserted into your document, okay? I'm not saying to copy paste the sentence to your resume. It's not copy pasting literally. It is inserting that wording into your document per se. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's in the summary, if it's under the employment description or under skills, it doesn't matter. Okay, so it is very important that those 5 bullet points that are the most important ones are inserted and very spelled out into your document. Okay, so I hope this will help you to start messing around with your resume and granting you more chances to be called by a recruiter. If you pay attention to one of those 3 or the 3 of them, I can guarantee the chances will much increase. Okay, so hopefully this video helps you, and I'll see you next time.